Cimoooooooo!
And welcome to the top 8 feature match of the YugiTuber Grand Championship 2016 Summer Qualifier. In this matchup, we have Sebastian in the red, representing Infernoids, going up against Artifact El-Shaddoll player Ivan Wu. And for this match's commentary, none other than P-Bunny.
Thank you for having me. So honored. It's my third one in a row. Beat that. Well, beat that. What was it? Who's been here so far?
I don't know. Cody's been doing like 6 in a row. So
I gotta beat 6. I gotta beat 6, man. He's gotta be Michael Jordan.
There's only 2 other matches left in the tournament.
It's possible, man. It could be a draw.
So I don't know. I like this matchup just because like Infernoids are just like the deck that just like screws over any graveyard-based deck. So this will be interesting.
Yeah. I actually don't like Infernoids. So I'm rooting for El-Shaddoll. I'm sorry. I'm a little biased here. I have my fair share of sackiness against Infernoids already, so yeah.
Well, it's okay because judging by these mills that Sebastian's getting, he's not going to be going off anytime soon here.
Yeah.
So
he's actually running the Lumina, which is pretty interesting. Not a lot of Infernoids play the Lumina. They just play the Raiden, the Card Trooper, and the Decatron as their reasoning target, so they can hit more stuff.
Or they can run Sky Scourge Norelius and Phantom of Chaos and just completely wreck people, which I'm still advocating is the best way to play Infernoid. But anyway, that's why I don't play Infernoid. So, Harmondic's going to kill the Hedgehog, which Hedgehog's going to search the Squamata. And then I imagine Sebastian's going to sync up so he can get some big damage here.
Do they happen to know what each other's playing prior to the matchup?
Yes, I believe they should know what each other's playing. Just because after round 1, pretty much everything was public. So, I mean, it shouldn't have been too difficult. All right, so we see Clearwing Synchro Dragon come down for Sebastian, which is really good against El-Shaddoll, because basically that's just like the anti-construct card.
Yeah, so pretty much your only out is the Shekanaga run over, but then that's a pretty non-optimal play already.
Exactly, and now that he's got Sight Samass out as well, I mean, he's going to get some big damage in here.
Yeah, I mean, just pushing as hard as he can before El-Shaddoll's going to get set up, because he can see that he just set Hedgehog means that he's hoping for a fusion in hand, and he probably doesn't have one.
Exactly, and the thing is, even if he does have the fusion, like, making Construct's just going to be suicide at this point.
Pretty much.
So, I mean, it puts Sebastian in a relatively good position for the time being.
And we see he has a slow start again with the set 1 card.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a really bad sign. I mean, Sebastian actually, I know Sebastian in real life. He actually lives in Las Vegas. He's another YugiTuber. He's very small, but he's growing. But he's a really good Infernoid player. He actually just topped the regional over in Utah.
Oh, nice.
With Infernoids,
with Infernoids also? Oh, cool.
Yep, using Infernoids. That Galaxy...
that
sucks!
The comeback.
The Galaxy Cyclone on the Artifact Sanctum. So now Moral Attack's going to come out. But the interesting thing is, though, Clearwing Synchro Dragon can actually stop Moral Attack.
Oh, really?
Because it's level 5 or higher.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, though, Sanctum actually will still trigger since it was destroyed by the Galaxy Cyclone.
So you do the chains correctly, you might be able to resolve the Clearwing, or no?
I think... Well, because let me think. Because if the Galaxy Cyclone... Well, it doesn't look like he's...
He is popping at all.
I don't think he's popping at all, or are they... Let me see. Because if you do the chain correctly, Galaxy Cyclone pops Sanctum. Sanctum's going to summon Moral Attack, and then in a new chain, Sanctum and Moral Attack should form. Activate. And then it looks like they're discussing the ruling right now, and it looks like Clearwing just went to the grave. But I don't think he triggered Moral Attack, though.
Okay. Well... Yeah,
because I think that he'd still be able to activate Clearwing no matter what in the chain. Because if Ivan did Sanctum and Moral Attack either way in the chain, Clearwing could still negate. Clearwing could still negate because it'd be chain link 3. So either way, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just decided to keep the Moral Attack instead because Clearwing would have destroyed it. So that's a pretty good call. I mean, he's just going to keep the board advantage at the moment.
And I don't know, like the blind MS Ting isn't good. But I guess he was trying to push for games, so...
Yeah, I don't blame him. I mean, but against El-Shaddoll Artifact, though, like you were saying, Sebastian should have known what Ivan was playing, and he should have predicted that Sanctum was probably going to be the set card, because, I mean, it's 3 Sanctums, and it's pretty given obvious that that's what the set card's going to be.
Yeah. And that's pretty much a wrap. Unless he has
is that a wrap?
They can't play, because the format hasn't changed, right?
It hasn't changed, you're right.
So I think he knew no matter what's going to happen, he had a game on board anyways. So might as well just Cloud Cycle right away.
So that's good. Game 1 goes to Infernoids, so that's pretty good. Really quick game. I think that was, what, like 4 turns?
Yeah.
1 minute a turn?
One
That's
minute
pretty
turn.
good.
I think they had more time looking for the ruling than that whole turn.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, and that can get confusing sometimes, just to make sure that, you know, Sanctum trigger, because I think some people forget that you can use both effects of Sanctum even if you trigger. And oh my god, we see Spell Canceller.
That's pretty.
That's
a lot of resources on Spell Canceller.
That's exactly, yeah. Like he went like -3 to put out that Spell Canceller, but I mean, I don't know.
And no food in grave.
Exactly, because I mean, if that's just a Squamata, I mean, Spell Canceller's gonna die. The cool thing is, though, you could Reasoning into Spell Canceller with Infernoid.
Yeah. But I still feel that Spell Canceller isn't a good side. I think if you had Vanities, maybe that would have been a better card.
Oh, absolutely.
Because Spell Canceller is only measly 18, which as Dragon or Squamata can crash into it.
Yeah.
Or flip and pop it, you know.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's obviously better against Nekroz, if anything. But, like, and the problem with Vanities, though, is then the Infernoids can't, like, summon themselves. But maybe Majesties would have probably been better, because the Infernoids are inherent summons.
Yeah.
So he could have run Majesties and be able to still summon the Infernoids out. So that would have been interesting if that would have happened.
Yeah.
But, obviously, I mean...
I'm not the one on top tier, you know. Who am I to say? I don't play Infernoids.
Obviously, Infernoid players are too next level for us with those next level techs. No, I know Sebastian, he plays things like Great Shogun Shien in his Infernoids just to make it so his opponent can only play one spell or trap.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty
smart. Plays like the most trolliest cards that he can hit off Reasoning, and they actually are pretty effective. So he knows the deck pretty well.
Also, I forgot to say, Vanities and Magics won't work because it can be special summon off of Reasoning.
That's right,
too.
Yeah, so that's a very valid point. But we see... Oh, interesting. So he's going to take Core off the Hedgehog. So that leads me to believe he has a Fusion already.
Or he can't activate Fusion at all and he has a dead hand because Canceller is stopping
That's true. It could be true.
But Core is pretty good chump blocker because it can block the
Spell Canceller.
1952 strong.
But now that Saitsumas is going to get its effect when it's after it attacked, that it's going to banish the set El-Shaddoll. So that's actually pretty good. Even though he couldn't use it with Spell Canceller, I mean, he banished it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, you still can't get it back with Core, too, so it's really good.
Yeah, and El-Shaddoll's at 2 in this format, so he lost one of his 2 El-Shaddolls.
Yeah.
So that's pretty damn good.
Being a +4, he still can't do anything yet.
I know. That's like the irony of this whole thing. This is like one of those situations where like card advantage is like meaningless.
Yeah. And no food in grave. It's just the Spell Counselor and this Infernoid.
Yeah. I mean, this is like the complete situation that Infernoids want to be in. They just want Cyber-Stein!
What is that?
Cyber-Stein is at 1 in this format, ladies and gentlemen. So this is gonna get big right now.
It's gonna get real big. 5,000 life points, bring out any fusion. Oh, Max C drops.
So Max C's gonna trigger. Okay, so he's gonna go even for this. But what's he gonna bring out with that Cyber-Stein?
It's anything, right? Or any
It's any fusion, yeah.
So you can go into Naturia
Exterio.
Yeah, and lock him out forever.
Oh, and he's chaining Saitsumas' effect to banish the Hedgehog too. Interesting.
Oh, why would he do that? Do you know?
Maybe to just clear out the grave? I'm not sure, actually, why he would do that, to be honest.
Or maybe to have food? Because maybe you need food to negate?
Maybe to clear the Cyber-Stein off the field, so since it's such a low attack monster...
Oh yeah, maybe that too.
But now we see Exterio out, so this... Woo, this is going to get interesting.
So I think the only out would be a BLS.
That's pretty much what I'm thinking. That could have been another reason that Sebastian also banished the Hedgehog, is that he knows that BLS is like the only out. Oh, and Saitsumas is going to trigger again too, so that's going to get... Yeah, he's going to banish that. It's the set Heavy Storm, which is... It's kind of irrelevant, though, because, I mean, Sebastian only has one set card.
I think he should have set this card out, because Infernoids don't seem to set a lot of cards, unless it's Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, which I guess is fair.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Ivan just sent the Lancia and his... He has BLS.
He has to have BLS.
He has to have BLS. Why would you dump Lancia in grave in the end phase for no reason?
Here he comes. Here he comes.
He has to have BLS. He's going in the grave. Yep.
Where is it?
Is that playing like the epic like war music? Lucky for Ivan that he had that though, because you're right. I honestly don't think he had any other out to X Stereo plus Spell Canceler.
Oh,
if
the
you think
breakthrough.
about it.
So he doesn't need a double attack, but Stereo still dies, which is still big.
Yeah, that's really big because now like Ivan actually has like a chance.
The Sinister Shadow Game is live, and if he plays it, the core is live.
Could you have imagined if Ivan chose to banish rather than attack?
Oh dang, that would have been so bad. Well, he's
that would
he
have
still wouldn't
been...
be able to clear the blacklist soldier, right?
Well, that's,
I think
guess that's true. I don't know.
No matter what, if he attacks, he can pop a card. So even if he crashes, I think he still pops a card. I'm not too sure about that, but I think that's how it works.
Oh, so he's banishing the Spell Canceler to get rid of the Max C in his grave.
Oh, interesting. Why would...
Okay, and now he's using Burial.
Oh, is both players blocked from using spells? Is how...
Yeah, Spell Canceler
okay,
is both players, so he did that so he could use the Burial, and so now I guess this is his attempt to, like... Oh, I know what he's gonna do. He has a Sight Assassin Grave, so he's gonna probably banish 2 of the Infernoids that he brings back to some... Yeah, he's gonna bring out the second one, and then he could overlay here for, like, a Big Eye or, like, something else to, like, deal with the BLS.
Oh, man, this is gonna be dirty.
So, yep, there's Big Eye. Okay. Because that's the only thing that makes sense. Because, like, an Antindel doesn't do anything. And, I mean, I guess he could have brought out Harmodic.
No, Harmodic can't.
Oh, no, Harmodic can't be summoned from grave. It has to be hand. Yeah, so... Yeah.
Oh, man.
So...
Oh,
he's going to take the BLS. And the Clutch Veiler! The Clutch Veiler!
Dang.
The plays are too real.
Must have had drawn that, because... I don't know, man. I don't know.
Oh man, and that's it because BLS is going to attack for 400, then
3K.
Additional 3K. So that's the comeback. Ivan's going to take game
no matter
2.
what he did, even if you put the Big Eye in defense mode, it would have been game.
Whew.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Yeah, I think he must have drawn that Veiler, because if he didn't, he could have Veilered the Spell Counselor and then El-Shaddoll during his opponent's turn. So I think he must have drawn it.
That's true. He could have. So he probably got out the Max C when Sebastian Cyber-Steined.
So who's chose to go first here? Blue. So Shaddoll. Oh, so he made Shaddoll go first.
Yep. So it looks like Sebastian chose to make Shaddoll's go first, which makes sense. I mean, because Sebastian's just thinking, okay, if I open Reasoning, I can pretty much just like wreck Ivan at this point.
And I believe Retaliating C isn't legal in this format, right? Because
Retaliating C is not legal in this format, so neither player has to worry about that card wrecking their day.
And it's a strong Mathman play. I think he has an El-Shaddoll here, or Shaddoll Fusion.
Most likely, if he's adding the Falco.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep, there's a...
And no Retelling C. That's the Shaddoll's worst nightmare to fuse first turn.
Exactly. That, like, -3 on a Retaliating C.
So sad.
So he's going to go for Winda. I kind of like that because, like, Infernoids want to special summon a lot.
At the same time, Winda dies really easily to one big monster. So it's
that's true.
Kind of good and bad.
It's like a double-edged sword. It's like, hey, I can stop you from special summoning, but at the same time, if you get the right card, I'm
Does Infernoids have a compulse monster? Or is it only pop monsters?
A compulse monster?
That compulses the cards. Or they only have them.
Yeah, I think Antra, the level 2, compulses, but I don't know if it has to be like a special summon monster or an extra deck monster. I don't remember the stipulations on it, but I know it can bounce.
Yeah, here he goes. He can clear the window.
Okay, so there's Antindel. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, this monster, if it destroys another monster in battle, can make a second attack, and it's a 2,800 body, so it's a pretty big beater.
Yeah, even so, I think Shaddoll player is still pretty ahead, because the Falco... I mean, what are you gonna attack here, It's pretty... it's kind of a hard choice what attack. You want the Mathman to draw a card, or the Falco to get something? I mean...
Yeah, I mean, honestly, killing the Windows like the only like viable thing at that point, because you don't want to have him get any more advantage.
So he didn't attack anything.
It's really unfortunate he didn't have such Reasoning. That's why he wanted to get rid of Window.
Maybe he'll hit something where he can pop the Mathman or something like that.
Yeah, maybe he's gonna call 5.
What's 5? Oh, Spell Counselor.
Spell Canceler.
The
Spell
fear is there already. One Raiden.
And he hits Raiden off the first mill. Oh man, Sebastian was hoping for something big there. Because, I mean, just hitting one card is not what he wanted.
Raiden's still like 2 cards, so hitting 3 cards, you know?
Yeah, Raiden's not... yeah, but I want to get to effective.
So too soon. The Veiler, the Clutch Veiler. That's the...
No. I can say Saitsumas would have been so much better there because he could have still run over Winda and then used its effect in the end phase, or excuse me, at the end of the battle phase to banish either Mathman or Falco. So, and he mills... Oh my god. So, okay, so what happened there was he used Antondel's effect to banish the Raiden as Chainlink 3 in response to the Veiler, so that Raiden's effect still continued. Yeah, but he milled the Cyber-Stein and the MST.
Yeah.
So, the MST, or excuse me, the Cyber-Stein's gone, so now Ivan doesn't have to worry about that anymore, and Sebastian's left with 2 cards on the field.
And he's banished the Beast, so the Falco doesn't really have much targets. I would say it's...
He can get the Winda.
I don't think that's really good because there's nothing left for the Winda to get. It's gonna die to the
that's true.
To the big Infernoid. I think only he can get is Squamata.
Well, he has another set El-Shaddoll.
Check here, or I would hope
we'll see.
Another Winda.
Another Winda. Okay, and he's gonna use that dragon to pop the back row, and now that's really good because Falco's gonna res itself, and then he actually has a target for Falco. That's something that's not Winda. That's pretty good. And he still has El-Shaddoll in hand because he added that back off of the other Winda. So he opened with 2 El-Shaddolls. The only 2 El-Shadolls. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So hit the breakthrough skill. Pretty good. So Falco would have resolved now.
Yeah. So that's really good. And then now, so Falco's going to resolve, and then he could sync for... I mean, I don't know what he's going to do here, honestly. He has a lot of plays he could do. So he's going to get rid of the Winda.
Oh, he drew
the moral
into the
attack
light.
that he drew. Ooh, so Construct's coming out, and now Ivan's just going to get really far ahead now, because Winda's going to bring El-Shaddoll back. Construct's going to trigger... Winda's going to get the other El-Shaddoll back.
Plays for days here, because you can go to Leo, you can dump for Beast, drop something for Beast. Too many plays. Plays for days.
There's a lot of plays, yep. And just off of so few cards, Shadolls can just make so many plays. That's why this deck is so much fun.
But I would like to note that he should be careful at what he kills and prepare for next turn, because that's when the storm's gonna come. Everything's gonna come back and wreck his face in.
That's where Infernoids are good. They just never die.
Because then he has the breakthrough skill on Grave, so he can breakthrough skill the Construct and try to run it over. Yep.
That's true. So Beast is gonna draw. So we know he has El-Shaddoll in hand. Now he can use Falco. I don't know. I mean, there's still so much he can do with this hand.
So much stuff.
This is going to be interesting. So he's targeting the Squamata that he sent off the Construct. And it looks like Sebastian's going to tribute Antondel to banish the Squamata. I think that's a pretty good play.
Because he's going to die anyways.
I mean, he's going to... Yeah, and he's going to eat a lot of damage here. Yeah, so, I mean... But just being able to stop Ivan from getting any more advantage than he already has, I think is probably the best play.
Is the Infernoid banish any card, not only monsters?
And wait, in terms of their tribute effect? The tribute effect is only for
any
Grave.
Monster, anything in Grave, not only monsters, right?
I don't remember actually if it's card or monster. So I can't say for sure, but we at least know it's monster. So if we see him banish a El-Shaddoll Fusion later, then we'll know.
And here it comes.
Alright, so Sebastian digging in the grave, banishing, looks like 2 Petrulias for that Antondel again. Antondel Atundel, I don't remember what it's called.
Is got attacks twice or the one that banishes?
He's the one that attacks twice.
Push it for damage here.
So he's gonna go slam right into the Falco. But Ivan has the El-Shaddoll, so Ivan could make a second Construct here.
If he wants to.
Or he could make into a Shek, that's true. So we're going to see what happens. He activates El-Shaddoll. There goes Falco and Mathematician. Shek. So Shek's coming out.
Pretty good.
That 3k
Falco's
booty.
Gonna come back, but it's most likely going to die to the Infernoid.
Yeah. Oh, looks like Ivan's not going to use Falco.
I guess he sees no point.
No. I get, because it's going to die anyway, so...
You want to save the Falco some misery.
So it looks like... Uh-oh, but it looks like he's banishing the breakthrough skill for Construct now.
He's going to crash.
Yeah, so he's just going to crash.
Oh, curse word. I forgot about that. Damn.
And that's actually pretty good because now Ivan's going to get El-Shaddoll back, but he's not only going to have one monster on the field. So El-Shaddoll is basically a dead
drawn
card
to
at this
another
point.
element.
Exactly. So that's actually pretty good because had Ivan brought back the Falco, I mean, ooh, and he's going to special summon Pyramias? I don't even know how to pronounce that one. I think that's the one that has like the Gyoko effect where it's like you can't respond with the set back row. Yeah, I think you lock it. I believe so.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I think. Yeah, that's what it looks like in chat. Okay. I'm familiar with most of the Infernoids, not all of them. Oh, but it looks like he's going to ditch the El-Shaddoll to negate
I don't know about
that.
I don't know how much food he has in the grave because we can't see the grave, but if it's more than 2, I think it's kind of dangerous.
Ivan must really want that back row, whatever it is, but Shek's going to smash him for 26 right now. And if you think, if Ivan just drew one monster, he would have won, so that makes sense to actually use the Shek effect. Yeah. Because the chances of him drawing into a monster are actually pretty good. They're probably like 50-50.
Yeah, because the deck is pretty high monster count. High heavy, double.
Oh, and he gets the Antra, which can send Shek back to the extra deck.
He can't negate this one because nothing in hand.
Oh, that's really good. What a top deck from Sebastian. Yeah. That's big.
500 left, but I don't know. That 500 might stay there forever.
Oh, but he's going to use Sanctum in response to the summon. That's going to end it.
Moral attack for next turn.
Yeah, because, I mean, that's just going to kill the Antra, and then
that's just going to be
it. So
I'm pretty sure he doesn't have enough food.
I don't think he has any. I think he banished it all already. But I think that's going to do it. I mean, yep, it looks like Sebastian's just passing turn, and it looks like Ivan Wu, the Shaddoll Artifact player, is going to be heading into the top 4. So thank you guys so much for watching the video, and we will see you in the top 4.
Cimoooooooo!